Hi, Scott Orlin
You're
with
the blue.
CINEMA-Magazin. New film coming your way is called Mank, and I'm here with one of the stars of the film, the beautiful Amanda Seyfried. Congratulations. You're stepping into the shoes of somebody who at her time was very famous, Marion Davies, but a lot of people don't know who she is. So what kind of insight did you get in your research for her?
The thing, yeah, it's so funny. Marion Davies is absolutely somebody people are they're familiar with her name, but and that she was a movie star if they've even heard her name at all. But she's such a mystery, and I think, and there isn't a lot of research. There's not. There's a one book, a biography. There's an autobiography that was published posthumously from interviews that she had done about 10 years before her death, and the way she remembers things, we're not really sure how clear they are. And she's got a lot of movies, but the backstage version of Marion, nobody really knew. They they can see Citizen Kane and understand that Susan Alexander was inspired by Marion Davies. And we it's tough to figure out who she is. And I think Jack Fincher with the screenplay captured probably who she was more accurately. I believe that, just judging on how she communicated with other people, the letters she'd written. I think that he really got the best of her. And
She's very confident. I mean, must say,
yeah,
as we go through the movie, that you see elements of her. She knew who she was as a person and kind of moved through life in that trajectory.
yeah, she wasn't a worrier. She was very much an extrovert. She really just liked to have fun, which is absolutely the opposite of me. I do like to have fun. However, I live like an introvert. I can socialize well, but I'd rather hole up in my farm, and that's great. But we share an essence in that, like, she was very kind, and she just really wanted to make the most of it, and she just wanted to celebrate all the time and entertain people. And but there was more to that. I mean, she's cool. She's really, like, she knew who she was. I think that's why she was so confident.
You said the word cool, and I couldn't help but think that that's an adjective that really describes the look of the film. I mean, obviously, when one goes back and sees movies that were made in the 1940s, these women look cool. There was something about the way they were lit, their dress. There's not a wrinkle, a flaw on their face. How did you like that experience of the after effect of looking the way they've made you look?
The after experience, that's an interesting question. I listen, I've never seen myself dressed up that way. So even looking in the mirror when I was on set was, awe-inspiring. But seeing it, I really do. It's kind of surreal, and I do watch my movies, and I'm able to take myself out of it to a point, which is great. But in this viewing experience, even though I watched it on an iPad from a link, I don't recommend it, because there's just so much. It's so beautiful. I was still kind of struck by the fact that it looked like I was really living in that era, and it felt like it at times. Not a lot of actors get this opportunity, obviously. This is very special, but I don't think I'll ever quite get over the fact that it's more than being CGI'd into something. I was there, and it's not a trick, but it's all just very specific, like, technical details that it's only Fincher can do.
Is that something that specific about David Fincher? I mean, we all hear the stories. He does 99 takes, but how did he work with you as an actor? What did he give you that maybe some of your other directors haven't?
He knew my character in and out, just through his bones. He knew every character, and the way he'd approach me is just with the most amount of knowledge about where she's coming from in the specific scene, and what she might be thinking, and it's just things that really help shape a performance, and things that I maybe had forgotten, or just little reminders that just the detail of even just one little breath can change a reaction or change the feeling of something. It's just not that he was that specific, but it felt like we were on the same ride, and he was really connected to Marion in a way that I needed, because there's so many things happening. I'm rambling, but there's just there's just a lot to think about when you're on the set in general, and the fact that he was able to set parameters and lead me down that path is just, he's extraordinary.
Well, Amanda, thank you. Congratulations on giving birth to this incredible performance. And speaking of birth, congratulations on baby number 2.
Thanks.
Wishing you nothing but health and happiness.
My last baby. Thank you.
No, you never know. You never know.
No,